Hello lovelies, welcome once again to my channel. It's Abie here and we're just going to chill and have a conversation like friends do. This year I've decided to be more vulnerable on my channel. I'll be sharing things that are important to me and lessons I've learned from my 20s. This is the beginning of a new series I'm starting, Daily Living Lessons from my 20s. So let's relax and enjoy the ride. In my last video, I talked about the things I'm doing to take care of myself better. Those were the physical things. In this video, I want to talk about the mental things, which are mainly dependent on your mindset. I've learned that a level up plan is only as good as how much truth you're able to tell yourself about who you are, the things you've done that have brought you to your present situation, and what you need to do to get out of that into a better future. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, highs and lows. Sometimes we find ourselves at a crossroads, yearning for a fresh start. Whether it's overcoming past mistakes, pursuing new dreams, or simply embracing change, the desire to start afresh is universal. Starting something new usually comes with a lot of excitement. It comes with a burst of energy that sometimes becomes so addictive that we expect it to last throughout the process of running whatever project we are starting. It gives a certain kind of satisfaction that, if not watched carefully, can deceive you into thinking that you've achieved something very important. This is not the case for everyone, but I'm talking to those who are always looking out for a fresh start. It's not a bad thing to want a fresh start, but if you've observed that you're always starting new things and never really finishing them, or always looking out for something new when your present situation does not excite you anymore, then this video is for you. And this is true for those in their 20s, because there's a tendency to start things and stop, and then start all over and stop again, because there's this mindset that you have time at your disposal. The general advice you receive in your 20s is that you should try as many things as possible. While that is true, I would caution that people should be careful with how quickly they want to start stuff and then dump it just to start other things again. Your 20s should not be defined by how many things you started and dropped off, but it should be defined by the results you got while you did the things that you started. So if you're going to start afresh, make sure you do the best you can in whatever you're doing. Embarking on a new journey isn't always easy. It requires a lot of courage, resilience, and a willingness to step into the unknown. It's very beautiful and rewarding when it's necessary to start afresh, but when it's just a sport, it becomes a very dangerous endeavor. One major thing I did in my 20s was to start a lot of things. I did a lot of things, from making bags to network marketing to starting a business, an online business, and all of that. But one of the things I wish I had known then was to give my best, even though what I thought I was doing before was my best. But looking back in retrospect, I realized that it wasn't my best. I could have done better. Always wanting to start something new, looking for the next best thing, not staying long enough with one thing, can be caused by a variety of things, some of which can be indiscipline, a lack of commitment, fear of failure, or fear of success. So before you rush off to start that new thing, ask yourself these questions. Why do I want to start afresh? What is the motivation behind this decision? Am I just afraid of being committed, putting in the work to see the desired results, or I just want to relieve myself of the pressure I feel? You need to have a personal reflection and be accountable to yourself. If you ask yourself these questions and you answer them sincerely and prove to yourself that starting over is necessary, then by all means start over. Don't be afraid to start over and be true to yourself so you don't end up going in circles. If you're motivated by fear of failure, please note that it's not a bad thing to fail at something. It's an opportunity for development and improvement. What you don't deal with now, you'll meet somewhere in the future. So make sure you deal with that thing that makes you want to start over always. There's a time in a person's life when you hit rock bottom. You have to choose whether to continue in your old ways or to be better. I know I had to rebuild and pick up new habits. Facing those obstructions and dealing with them was daunting, but it was also liberating. Today, I can look back and see how much I've learned from my experiences in my 20s, and I share these things with you, hoping that you too can learn from the things that I've experienced. So, if you're standing on the edge of a new beginning, do it for all the right reasons. Starting afresh isn't just about leaving the past behind, it's about embracing the possibilities of the future. Rewrite your story, chase your dreams, and live life on your own terms.